While Todd and Julie are in prison, Chrisley criticizes an upcoming documentary on her family as being not fair. When asked why she decided not to take part in the upcoming documentary on Todd and Julie Chrisley is candid. During an episode of her podcast, Southern Tea with Chrisley, the reality star and Chrisley Knows Best alum recently discussed a potential documentary that would detail her family's legal difficulties. Lindsay claims that the choice was made because her father Todd and stepmother Julie, who were both found guilty of many fraud counts last year, would be incarcerated and unable to defend themselves. "I've just decided that I won't take part in anything since I have no idea what the heck is going on," she said. What could they possibly record that someone wouldn't already be aware of or would even be relevant? Due to this, Lindsay deemed participation not really worth my time. Additionally, she said, "It's not fair to people. In the event that they were required to protect themselves, they would be recording about people who are not likely to be able to defend themselves." Last week, she spoke about the documentary on Instagram, writing, "I'd like to address a rumor floating around about a possible documentary some family was approached to participate in. I politely declined and made it clear that I wouldn't be involved in any endeavor that didn't give everyone a chance to be heard. There are always different sides to every story, and the truth is usually somewhere in the middle." In November 2022, Todd and Julie were found guilty of fraud. They remitted to prison in January. Julie is incarcerated for 7 years in Lexington, Kentucky, while Todd is incarcerated for 12 years in Pensacola, Florida. Both of them are appealing the conviction, and they have both expressed confidence that their sentences would be reversed. It's not clear whose documentary Lindsay is referring to or whether it will be produced as a docuseries or a film. She addressed claims that Julie doesn't want her to visit during a May episode of Lindsay's podcast, and claimed the rumor is just untrue. Nanny Faye, Lindsay's grandmother, joined her and described the challenging procedure involved in paying a visit to Julie in Lexington, Kentucky, where she is serving a 7-year prison term for tax fraud. "Well, the reason you didn't get to go see her is because I was waiting in line myself. When she put me on the list, she thought I'd be right away because, you know, I'm the next best thing to her mother," Faye said. They responded, "Well, mother-in-laws are not related by blood. You must therefore wait 3 months, and I've only had 3 opportunities to see her." As a result of the way they handle their list, it was over 2 months before I finally got to visit her. They proceed at their own pace. "It's not like you can add someone today and they automatically appear there," she continued. "The wait might last 3 or 4 weeks. One of her closest friends will visit her for the first time in over 4 months, and she just got the go-ahead a little over 2 weeks ago. It is a process, then. Life itself follows a process. Therefore," she advised, "don't believe everything you hear." Adding that she was on the list as well, Lindsay remarked that being included to the visiting list didn't entitle one to immediate permission to visit.